Shannon Sharpe, man, leaving Undisputed.
Shannon Sharpe leaving Undisputed. Interesting. These dudes ain't as well off as they appear to be. And I don't say that with any disrespect, because I think Shannon Sharpe is one of the greatest tight ends of all time. I think he does a phenomenal job on TV and in his podcast and all that. I think he's good for doing what he's doing. He's great at it. But these dudes answer the people.
For sure.
These dudes answer the bosses. These dudes answer the situations. And now, with all of these accolades, with all of this success, with all of the Hall of Fame credentials that you have on the field and all the stuff you've created off the field, you're still looking for employment.
Damn, why you put it like that?
Crazy.
Yeah, that's real talk.
Because he don't own Club Shay Shay.
No way.
No.
Get out of here.
No, the Fox owned it. He had to take that off of Fox with his agreement, bro.
What?
This is what I'm saying.
Wow.
You don't own that. And as dope as it looks and the production and all that, you would think that he's sitting up in his crib owning that shit. He don't own it. He don't own it.
Wow.
So, salute to him. A lot of people are putting it on the DeMar Hamlin situation. I'm not a Skip hater the way a lot of people are. I'm not a Skip hater at all. I think he's also great at what he does.
Oh, yeah.
I think he says a lot of slick shit to ruffle some feathers. Do I think he's a racist? I don't personally. I think he ruffles some feathers, and I think he does a great job.
I don't think he's racist. Yeah.
And I don't think he's very fair with LeBron, but he does what he does is what Skip does. He's gonna piss people off. But, yeah, I mean, good luck to Shannon. I was disappointed to hear certain things after the fact, because I thought you owned a lot more, and I thought you'd be in a position with all your credentials to have a little more control and say over what you got going on. But you're still eating, still getting the bag. So
yeah, and I don't know how much he was making or whatever. I think Stephen A. make like 12. Does he make what Stephen A. makes or
probably not?
Probably not. But still, it's just like ownership, man. And Dame Dash used to always bang in his home, and now people are starting to see it. Ownership is the most important thing. Look at these rappers all trying to get their masters.
Yep.
And things like at the end of the day, they made all the money over their career, and they got the house, and none of that means shit. Forget the Benzes, forget the land, but that don't mean nothing after a while. What means something is something that could continue generating revenue. That shit ain't gonna continue generating no revenue. Once you buy that car, it's gonna depreciate. Right. But if you got a catalog that every year it could pay you royalties or whatever, that's what means something. Instead of, you going back and your catalog, 70% going to the record label, and you living off 30% of the shit when you could be living off 100% of the shit. Ownership is everything. It's harder.
Yeah.
You gotta do a lot of stuff. You gotta come in, we gotta edit, we gotta pay the bills, we gotta pay the employees, we gotta do everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we turn these lights off, we open the door, nobody's telling us, yo, do this with your content. Oh, no, don't talk about that. Oh, no, you can't do that. Oh, we're going to shut you down. It's not. At the end of the day, we could walk away today and have ownership. We could sell our business today. We got multiple businesses. We want to sell. Whatever we want to do, we got the option to do that. But that's mind-blowing that he don't own Club Shay Shay.
It fucked me up. When they said they were going to take Club Shay Shay off of Fox, too, I'm like, wait, they're going to take it off of Fox? I'm like, he don't own that? No. Hey, that's Club Shay Shay could easily be sitting. You could pay a production team, drop that joint on YouTube, and eat just as good.
He probably don't own a name. They probably got the name and everything. He probably don't own none of that.
It's mind blowing to me, man.
Yeah, it's sick.
Then you look at it, and you look at the guests that he has on, and I'm thinking, and I don't know the ins and outs, like the creative control that he has. But if he doesn't own it, and he really doesn't have say on who he brings on as guests and the things, they vulturing too.
It's always been a pay to play. I mean, it's going on everywhere. The vulture thing is going on everywhere. Mm-hmm. Everywhere. Now, the real question is, does Stephen A. Smith own anything?
No.
Wow.
He admitted it.
He admitted it.
He was talking about Pat McAfee and a deal for Pat McAfee coming to ESPN.
Right.
And he applauded Pat McAfee because a lot of people were asking him if he was going to be upset because they looked at the dollar figures and McAfee's eating compared to Stephen A. He said, of course not. He owns it. I have bosses. This came out of his mouth. I'll send it to you.
Whew.
I have bosses.
Damn.
Now, he's motivated me to want to own my own. This is why I have my own YouTube platform. This is why I have my own podcast. I can have the numbers. So when it's time for negotiations again, I can say, look what I have. Look what I bring to the table. And I can eat more, which is dope.
Yeah.
But damn, we've been doing this shit since 2017. We ain't Stephen A.
But the thing, look, I want to say this too, because I don't want people to think that there's nothing wrong with sometimes having a ball
at all
situations. We don't want to get people, that impression. You know what I mean? But everybody's different, man. Like you said, we've been doing this since really 2016. If you want to go back, even before that. I mean, all independently. So it's possible. We bought our own cameras. We said, Steven, they don't need he got the money to do it, but if he wanted to, a nigga set up one camera. You know what I mean? And that's what he's probably doing now with his show, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and rock out. All you see, when you good at this, all you need is one mic. That's all you need is one mic. You can get it in. Content just gonna flow from you.
So we had it first.
Right. You don't need, 50 cameramen and somebody holding the thing over you and people blushing on your face and all that. Nah. So you got guys rocking on iPhones.
Yep.
Getting millions.
Yep.
So it could be done, man. I salute to the independent. Salute to the people with jobs too, because everybody got to work for somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need employees.
And everybody ain't built for the other side.
Nope.
Everybody's not built for it, but you need good people on your team, and those people don't need to be shit on because they happen to be a good worker and somebody that, you know what I mean, it's just good for the team. We all have our roles and we all have our things. I personally am an entrepreneur and an independent because I ain't want nobody telling me what to do. I had a hard enough time having my parents tell me what to do, let alone somebody else that I don't know telling me what to do and telling me whether or not I can leave and do what I got to do because they're going to take $15, $16, $20 an hour off my fucking check if I don't. I wasn't for that. So I ran to the other side thanks to you know what I mean, showing some guidance and some inspiration for proving that it's actually something that can happen. And it ain't easy.
It gets rough.
It
gets rough.
It's something new, but I wouldn't have it any other way, man.
Yeah, because you got the goods and the bads with it. And when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. But if you could go to a job and be broke and deal with that, it ain't much different.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's just a little bit more pressure on you. But hey, men got to deal with a lot, bro. Like people, we don't get to go cry.
Yeah.
We don't get to go. Nobody can talk to us. Nobody's gonna hug you and pat you on the back. You just got to stand in the fire. Mm-hmm. And you got to accept that role. I think as a man, just standing in the fire and whatever outlet you got to use to have your time where you can kind of vent, or you need to take that. But men need it, man. They need a hug, and they need affection.
Yeah.
They need to be told that love them. The women think you got to do all that to her. Nah, do that to me sometime.
Word.
When I'm coming in, you need anything? I know you had a hard day, but shit like that, man, goes a long way.
I'd seen a tweet earlier. I forgot who said it. Shout out to him, but they said that we raise our boys to learn how to treat women, but do we raise our women to learn how to treat men? And I thought that was just eye-opening to me because I'm like, we treat women how to be a lady, how to find a good man,
right?
How to understand and know what men are supposed to do and how to treat you. But are we also giving them the guidance to providing and being a strength and a stronghold for your man?
You would hope the woman would do that, but if she ain't got one in the house,
that's what I'm saying.
It's hard. The woman's gonna follow her mother. If you see your mother with a different dude every week, you going to sleep with somebody banging the back, or you might see this nigga in the morning getting the plate after you done hit your mom up, and that's the fourth dude this week. It's gonna mess with you, as opposed to your mom having a stable relationship. She cooking, cleaning. They getting in their little spats and stuff. At the end of the day, they're able to see. Same thing with the boy. They're able to see how this thing is functional.
Right.
You know what I mean? How this is supposed to be. I think that goes a long way. Not saying that single people can't come out great. That have single parents and whatnot can't still come out great. But I think seeing that example outweighs anything.
Let me ask you this. When did cooking and cleaning become a bad thing? When did cooking and cleaning be so devalued that we have to say a man is better than a woman because she cooks and cleans? We watched our grandparents be together for 60 years.
Yeah.
Watched it. And every morning our grandfather would get up. He'd go out on the field. He'd do what he had to do. Our grandma would make him breakfast.
Yep.
Our grandma would make sure the house was straight.
Yep.
She would have her own thing where she brought in children and babysat the local children.
Right.
Sometimes grandma would get out there and bust up some beans and get out there in the garden
herself.
herself.
Yeah.
They had their roles.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Grandpa was the leader. He was the alpha, but he was nothing without his backbone, which was our grandmother.
Yeah.
And I don't think she ever had a problem with it, but I feel like throughout time, that has changed.
Well, here's what people going to say. I got to go to work, too. I'm working all day. I don't feel like coming home, cooking and cleaning. You better put some hot dog. Like, it's this whole, I don't want to say independent woman attitude, but it's just like, that's kind of one of the answers I think to it, that people, the excuses that women are going to make. It's like, I got to do the best. Still, even if you do all that, you still better come home and cook and clean for your man. You still better do that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he can't help you sometimes and he got to just lay around and play video games. I ain't talking about that.
Nigga, that's
right. I be saying niggas flip headsets on and shit, eating Cheetos.
What you cooking? Like, damn, nigga. Get your ass up. She talking to her other man in there.
Right. But it's just like, come on, man. But nah, man, that's a touchy subject with a lot of women. But that's all I'm going to tolerate. You gotta be cooking. You gotta clean. You know what I mean? Shit like that. It's just women gotta do. If I'm outside, be in the house doing this, but you come out and help me. This is what we come from.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can have a woman that's, a lawyer or a professional or something like that, but you still better come home and be my woman, be my wife, be the submissive woman that I need you to be, to help me.
Yeah.
That I need you to be. We can't have two niggas in this house running this shit. You know what I mean? We can't have that. This ain't none of that. You know what I mean?
Word.
And that's a lot of relationships are like that. A lot of women want to wear the pants in the family.
Yeah, and I love to cook. I was raised with chefs.
Right.
I mean, I grew up cooking. I love to cook. But I'd be damned if I go home every night and they looking at me to go, what's for dinner?
Yeah, right.
And I'm busting it up while I'm doing all this stuff, stressing, and every bill in this house is paid and everything's taken care of without you having to worry about the stresses and the strenuous situations of that side.
Exactly. Just take care of the house. Real. Right, yeah.
Just hold this down so I don't have to think about that. Let me get some nourishment in my stomach so I have the energy to take care of this fucking shit out here, because it's real. Ain't a damn bill in your name. It's all in mine. You know what I'm saying? So it's some give and take to that too.
That's why you need that. You kind of need, that's like a release. You did all you did. You paid the bills. You work. You come home. Everything's good. Like, okay, I can go eat my dinner, chill with the family.
Yep.
We can go for a walk, go get some ice cream, whatever the case may be. But you come home, shit fucked up, nothing's cooked. It's like, man, what the fuck is this shit?
What is this shit?
I should have stayed out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And a girl hits you on Facebook, start liking how you look, and then you start, your flesh is weak, but then you're a cheater and you a piece of shit. Like, it goes deep, man.
Notice the first thing, if you ever like dealt with a woman, like, not saying, I know obviously dealt with a woman, but like a newer woman.
Plenty of them.
They want to cook for you and shit. It's like one of the first things they want to do. They want to show you how they cook. Mm-hmm. I know that would be for me. Like, they want, come on, I'm gonna cook something for you. Okay, cool. And that's what you, I mean, because it's almost like an audition, I think.
Yeah,
like,
that's the biggest aphrodisiac. Let me smell something in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Shit. That smell good as hell. The plate looking all right. So,
yeah, man.
Spend some money on her. But yeah, man, great conversation.
Yeah, man. Always good to do these shows. We weren't going to do one today, but we had one that we turned into like 3-4 things to talk about today, man. But we here. We would love to get in front of you guys more every day. We're trying to do that. And we will keep on pumping though, man.
Yeah, and please leave comments. Let us know what you like to engage and let us know what you like to listen to.
Right.
As we're going into these summer's months and people start getting busier and content seems to slow down. We don't want to do that. We want to keep providing you guys with content, whether it be visually, audio, both. You know what I'm saying? So let us know. You know what I'm saying? And keep us flooded with ideas and keep supporting. Keep agreeing. Keep disagreeing. Just keep watching. And we appreciate y'all.